Hello and welcome to physicscatalyst.com. In this video, learn about the concept of speed. So, let's first define what is speed. Speed is defined as distance covered per unit time. So, in form of mathematical formula, we can write speed is equals to distance divided by time. To understand this concept further, let us consider a cyclist who covers 30 meters in a time of 3 seconds. Now the speed of this cyclist would be speed is equals to distance traveled divided by time taken to cover this distance, which is equals to 30 meter divided by 3 seconds. So the speed of cyclist is 10 meter per second. Now here meter per second is the unit of measurement of speed. So there are many units for the measurement of speed, and for long distances which are covered using motor vehicles, we generally use kilometer per hour or mile per hour as the unit of speed, and for shorter distances we generally use meter per second as the unit of speed. If we talk about systems of unit, then in SI system of units, meter per second is the unit of speed, and another system of units that is generally used is CGS system of unit, and in CGS system of units, centimeter per second is the unit of speed. Also the dimensions of speed is m to the power 0, l to the power 1 and t to the power minus 1, where this m is the dimension of mass, l is the dimension of length, and this t is the dimension of time. Now there are some very important points that you must remember about speed. So first point is speed is a scalar quantity. This is because it has only magnitude and no direction. So while specifying speed of a moving object or a body, we only specify the magnitude of the speed, and the direction of speed is not taken into consideration. Another important point about speed is, as we know that speed of an object is distance traveled divided by time taken, and we know that distance traveled by an object is either positive or 0. It cannot be negative. So speed of the object under consideration may be positive or 0, but it can never be negative. Let us now have a look at different types of speed. So first one is uniform speed. So an object is said to be moving with uniform speed if it covers equal distance in equal amount of time. And it doesn't matter how small these time intervals may be. To understand this further, let us consider a person moving along x-axis, and this person is covering 2 meter of distance in 60 seconds. Now, if this person keeps on moving a distance of 2 meter in next 60 seconds, and then after that it again covers a distance of 2 meter in next 60 second, then this person is said to be moving with uniform speed. And for example, if this person covers 2 meter in 60 second for first interval, and in second interval it covers 3 meter in 60 second, then in this case the person is not moving with uniform speed. Now second type of speed is variable speed. Now an object is said to be moving with variable speed if it covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time. For example, during first interval of motion, if a person is traveling 2 meter in 60 second, and in second interval of motion he is traveling 3 meter in 60 seconds, and in third interval he is again traveling 2 meter in 60 seconds, then in this case you can note that the person is traveling unequal distances in equal amount of time. So in this case the moving person has a variable speed, or we can say that speed of the person in this case is variable. Now third type of speed that we would discuss here is average speed. Now we calculate average speed of a moving object or body in the cases when the body is moving with variable speed in general. So for an object moving with variable speed, the average speed is the total distance traveled by the object divided by total time taken to cover that distance. Now fourth type of speed is instantaneous speed. Now instantaneous speed is the speed of the object at a particular instant of time. Or at a particular point or at a particular time in its path. Now to explain further, let us consider an object covers a distance delta x in a small time interval delta t. Then in this case average speed is given by delta x upon delta t. Now the limiting value of this average speed, when this time interval delta t approaches 0, gives us the instantaneous speed at any time t. So instantaneous speed is given by the relation v is equals to limit delta t tends to 0 delta x upon delta t, which is also written as dx upon dt. Now here this dx upon dt is the first order derivative of distance x with respect to time t. So this is it for now. Thanks for watching.